know, the way I look at it is, if you're ever in doubt, if whether you're ever just about to send a text or an email, or if you're ever in doubt, ask yourself the question, what would a normal guy do here? And once you've got that answer, do the opposite. Zig when they zag. But there's a huge amount of inherent problems with internet dating, flirting. The first one is picking the wrong person to flirt with, and I've overcome that for you by giving you the A-list and the B-list process. So you should have spent a little bit of time doing some research in terms of determining who you're going to be contacting. But hey, you know, it's not perfect. Some of the people that you're going to contact are going to have life issues, or it might not be the right time for them. In that case, you know, put it down, move on, because it's all about, hey, you've got nothing to lose. Not knowing how to make the approach. You know, I've solved that for you. I've given you some fantastic templates. I've given you more than the templates. I've given you the perspective and the ideas to create your own unique approach that won't be copying anyone else's. And that is just pure gold. Worrying that something awful will happen. You know, I hope you can see now, by following the system, you're not going to be dependent on one or two girls and just worrying that you're going to make that mistake that's going to put them off. And then if you put those off, oh my God, what am I going to do because they were the only two? Yeah, because you don't need to do that now. You've got the system. So don't procrastinate. Get out there. You know, the more girls you start making contact with, then the more success that you're going to have. Not being able to accurately read the signals you receive, and this is a big one really, and on the next part of this presentation I'm going to show you one of the big things about communication, but I'm going to show you throughout this flirting video some key concepts about how girls flirt with you and how you can know what they're actually saying. Because it's very difficult to do that, you know, in texts and emails on a flirting site. So we're looking for how to pick up the conversational cues that show that someone is flirting with you. Okay, miscommunication. Miscommunication is quite a bad one really. Sometimes your flirting can go awry. Things that you say, or your sense of humour, or your personality can't be translated into very short email. So it's how do you acknowledge that, how do you take that, and how are you careful about the language that you use and the process that you use to make sure as much as possible that your communications aren't misread. And then the big one really is no body language. You haven't got that body language to suss out how your flirtation is going, because when you're day dating or night dating, or when you're used to dating, you may have seen this before, but many studies have shown the impact of our communication. And what it says is our non-verbal communication, i.e. our body language, has up to 55% of the impact of how we communicate. So when you're with a girl, that's how you look into their eyes, that's how your head is cocked, that's what you're doing with your hands, whether you're crossing your hands across your body, and whether they're doing all of these things, whether they're holding their finger to their lip and playing with their lip, or just rubbing the end of their lip with their tongue. You know, all of these things are cues in your flirtation that are indicating whether you're doing the right or the wrong thing. Also the tone of voice, so impact of the tone of the voice, so whether the voice is down low and sultry or quite short and sharp. You know, all of these things give us clues to how successful we're being at flirting. And yet in the face-to-face world, the actual words that we say, they reckon are only about 7% impact of our overall communication. But when you think about it, when we're communicating in the online words, we take out the tone of voice, we take out non-verbal. So all we're left with is this world where the spoken word or the written word is the only way that we have for flirtation. So it's hugely, hugely important to get it right, which is why I've spent a long time creating so many different modules around conversation flows, about developing your character so you can get over who you are, and the words to get over who you are, to create this man of mystery, this man of excitement, this man of passion. And one of the key things is